What's up? Yo, what's up, guys? What's up, Nick? How you doing, bud? Saw you're gonna be on a live stream coming up tomorrow. I think it was. I believe it was tomorrow. I believe it's tomorrow. If you want, toss a link up to it. Let's let some people get in here, and then you can toss a link up to it. Yo, what's up, Sharina? Sharina, did you get your shirt yet? I know a lot of people were starting to message me saying they got their prizes. One guy, Papaw's here. The one, I think it was Dave was his name. He got his apron. He sent me a picture of him wearing it. I thought that was pretty cool. I really enjoyed seeing it. Yo, what's up, Jared? Nick, Sharina, Gary, Papaw? Not yet. I'm surprised. I figured you're in Indiana. Figured you would have been one of the first ones. Yo, what's up, Mike Turner? What's up, man? We got some millet made up already. A lot of you guys would be like, millet, it's too early for millet. I'm ready to throw some millet. Dave, that's the man that got his apron already. What's up, Dave? Looking good in that apron too. Loved it. Loved it. And yeah, Sogo, Nick, he's gonna be on the stream. I saw just a little bit ago. Saw his little video on it, so um yeah. What's up, Robert? How you doing? Robert, you won something too, didn't you? Seemed like you won something. Did you get yours yet? 80s, man. It was 80 today up here. Yo, what's up, Keith? How you doing, bud? Mike T. What about Mr. T? We can just call him Mr. T. What do you guys think? Nice, Serena. Where you fishing? Where you fishing at, girl? Awesome, Robert. Awesome. You might have messaged me and told me that. I can't remember. I had a couple people message me. Backyard? Where you live at that you got a place to fish in your backyard? What the heck? I mean, how come I've not been invited yet? There you go, Mike. Mike says, just call me whatever you want. I don't care. We'll just call you Mike. How's that sound? She is bragging, ain't she, Mike Haywood? You got the White River in your backyard? You got good fishing space for on it? Serena, you shouldn't have gave me your address for the shirt. Now I know where to come fish the White River. I don't know. She probably got quite a few carp in her area, I'd imagine. There's some big ones up in the White River. Yeah, what kind of bait were you using, Serena? Let's talk about some bait today. Let's get you guys in on the convo. Let's talk about some bait. Corn, hey, you using a good bait, Serena? Sweet corn straight out the can. Like I said, what are you guys throwing right now? All you carp fishermen, what are you guys throwing? Trevor, you're using that chow? I think I saw you post something on Facebook trying to get some chow, didn't I? Could be wrong. Mike's already on the rice. Brian, you love that chow too much to switch. Have you tried anything else yet, Brian? A lot of people be probably saying it's too early for millet, but I, I wanted to fish today and had some stuff come up. Um, Trying to do some refinancing and stuff like that, and I was unable to get out. So I'm thinking probably Monday afternoon I may be able to do some fishing, possibly. Might try to go this weekend, but we got some storms coming in. It says the old fruity pebbles. I've seen a lot of people say they put fruity pebbles in their stuff. I don't know how I feel about fruity pebbles, but I kind of feel like they may float or dissolve rather quickly. Keith, if you're making it with cream corn, it's gonna sour. Now you could take and put it in the freezer when you're done, and it'll slow it down. Yeah, tell me about it, Nick. That sounds like a meal right there, don't it? Jared's got plenty of bait for a while, huh? And that, I mean, that's true. A lot of people like sour bean meal. I'll throw it sour, not sour, it doesn't matter to me. A lot of people say that the buffs love the sour bean meal, but I've caught them on, before it soured as well. Yo, what's up, Jake? How you doing, bud? You'd be surprised, Nick, on how fast you can go through the stuff. Mike, I've used bean meal that was months old, so um, sometimes it'll start to dry out, and you might have to add something to keep it packing. But I've used it with mold on it and done pretty good even. Yeah, I seen Brian had a video on putting some beer in his. Yeah, Michael, like I said, I know a lot of people like the sour baits for buffs. I've caught them on sour and non-sour. I know a lot of guys, like down south. Hey, Danny, what's up? Um, have the buff stands and stuff. I've never really. I swing on them sometimes, but I've caught a lot of buffs where they just picked it up and took off as well. Trevor likes the old sour bean meal. That's one bait. Yo, what's up, Aaron? What's up, Dylan? That's one bait that I've used more than any other bait in my life because it's the first bait I ever learned how to make, and was soybean meal. That I believe that's the first bait that came around in my area. I was just a young kid, and yeah, I used to fish every weekend. And somebody finally, you know how kids are. I was probably 12. I kept bugging the guys that was catching stuff, and they thought he was just a kid. And they told me how to do it, and yeah, it was on. Going from a Wheaties dough ball to pack bait was insane. That was a game changer. Mike, that sour kind of overtakes the flavor, really. But yeah, when, with flavor, I like to tell people to go with whatever they have the most confidence in. I don't think a particular flavor has one advantage over the other myself. Um, I really, I, I flavor my stuff to my taste. The truth is, nobody knows what the carp taste is. None of these baits are natural to their habitat. So, grape, they don't have grapes growing in the lakes. Strawberry, any of that stuff. Dylan says he's a panko guy. And for the longest time, I used nothing but plain bean meal for the longest time. Probably from 12 to 15, probably. I just made it plain. We didn't really have flavors. And then I think the first flavors that come around me was oh, heck, Superior. I believe Superior was one of the first. around here that I saw. Um, Sharina, were you talking to me or were you talking to somebody else? Grits is a great bait. There is nothing wrong with it. Look at my messages just in case she was talking to me. But oh yeah. Oh nice. Nice, Sharina. Wow. I don't know how far you are from me, but if you wasn't too far, I would be down to fish sometime if you were. That's a nice area. That's in your backyard. If that's your backyard, you are lucky. Gary, I mean, I don't really have any advice. Cow's a great bait, so that's insane. I mean, you got the perfect backyard. Strawberry crab. I'll tell you, that could be something. That really could. Wow, the mid 80s. You know, my stuff was in the 90s when I started doing it. Yeah, that's crazy. That's just a walk right there. That ain't no thing. 10 cups of bean, 8-ounce can of panko, 12 eggs, and whatever flavor. Yep, that's a good bait, Danny. I've got a similar video on that. That's pretty similar to one of the ways that I like to make it, and it works good. It sure does. And bean meal is one of the most underrated baits, I think, because it's cheap, and man, it will catch fish. It catches everything. Catfish, buffs, carp, common carp. They just love it. It's hard for them to put it down, They love the stuff. And did I say it was cheap for the third million or 3 millionth time? Has anybody bought any bean meal yet this year? I still got quite a bit of it myself. I probably got, I don't know, close to 100 pounds, but I know with COVID prices is what I'm calling everything. Everything is stupid expensive anymore, it seems like. So I was just curious if bean meal went up. I imagine everything is. She is bragging, isn't she, Nick? I mean, it lasts as long as you want, Superfly. Like we were talking about, a lot of people let it sour, so it will start to smell and kind of rot. And yeah, some people use it just fresh only. If you're going to use it fresh before it sours, if you don't put it in a freezer, it's probably going to sour in just a couple days. So it's went up then, guys, if it's that much. I think the last bag, wow. The last bag I bought was probably about 10 or 12 bucks last year. Yeah, it sounds like it's went up. It's like everything else. It just higher and higher and higher. I'm excited for this red peach millet, guys. If you guys could smell this, I mean, if you could smell it, here, smell it. Smell it, guys. Put it next to the mic. Smell that. This is like my baby. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Daddy's gonna put you on the hook. And if you don't catch me a carp, I'm gonna trash you. Yeah, Jared. Still selling some millet. Yeah, Nick, it smells crazy. Mike, you better get to it, bud. That red peach is some good stuff. Sure is. Surely is. Um, Still trying to get a hold of some of that corn flair I was talking about. The bean mill. I believe I sell the bean mill that I make up. I think I sell for about 15 bucks a bag, and it weighs. Trying to think. I think it's around 8 pound. It's around an 8 pound batch. The millet is 20 bucks, and it's around 8 pounds as well. I was looking at my light instead of the camera. I'm like I said, I'm excited for this year. I can't believe I haven't fished yet, guys. I'm so disappointed in that. It's hard to believe. I look at years past on my um, Facebook and just some of the pictures I took a few years ago, and it's crazy. Can't believe I haven't been out there on the lake yet. This weekend, if it storms, then we go Monday. Take the day off Monday and go Monday. Yeah, Keith, I know a lot of them have. You know, the funny thing is, a lot of people don't realize corn's the same way. I mean, there's nothing wrong with millet, but in the other aspect of it, there is and there isn't. So, oh, awesome, awesome, Danny. Oh, nice, John. I didn't remember if you got some red peach or not. The red peach is insanely strong. I mean, it's insane. The thing with millet is like I said, it's like corn. When a fish eats it, he craps it back out. And see, backyard, I feel different. That's why everybody's got their own personal, preference and everything else. Uh, Taking notes. There you go. I saw that, Dylan, but I had some stuff I had to do today, and then yeah, I won't be able to go Friday either unless I went after 5 o'clock. Uh, I mean, you wanting pre-made bean meal or you wanting? I don't sell it any other way, Dylan. That blueberry is good. It's a very good flavor. I'll tell you, if anybody that hasn't tried the red peach though should get on it. Um, yeah, backyard. You know, the truth about flavor is, I mean, a lot of them are almost identical. Very similar flavors. So I don't think that flavor is the deciding factor. I think the deciding factor is A, you got to have confidence. B, you got to pack your bait correctly. B is probably the most important thing. Dylan's in here. He can probably attest to that. Once you figure out how to pack your bait where it stays on till it hits the bottom, that greatly improves your chances of catching fish. I see too many times where I'm fishing and people are throwing their bait off, you know, half the time or more times than they're getting their bait out in the water, which also tells you that if you throw your bait off 2 out of 10 times, well, the ones that are hitting the water probably aren't packed good enough to stay on once has the impact of the water as well. So, yeah, no kidding, Nick. She's taking notes. She's out there fishing right now, probably. Jareth, you won't have any problems packing the bean meal that I have. Robert, you were one of the winners. So the yellow, excuse me, the yellow's a banana. One of the pinks is a butternut. Trying to think what all you got. Four, right? Oh, one of them's a maple, and the other one was like a spicy strawberry. Jareth, use eggs in your bean meal. The egg bean meal packs like no other bean meal. Dylan, if you're watching, let them know. I mean, a lot of people struggle with bean meal staying together. If you make it with eggs, it will pack. I mean, it'll pack good. Oh, you are fishing. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, you can throw that as far as you want. So, yo, what's up, Tim? How you doing, bud? Frank, how you doing? Frank, yes, Wheaties. I have been a Wheaties person when I was a kid. And going from a dough ball to pack bait was such a game changer. And yeah, and Danny, the cool thing is if it starts to dry out, you just add some eggs and it'll pack again. If you keep it sealed though, it'll pack a good while. Mike, I've kind of changed it up. I think on the one video, I think it was like a dozen eggs to 3 pounds of bean meal that I did. But, excuse me, a lot of times, I go by feel. So there's many times where I'll use 8 or 9 eggs because it packs great, but it could dry out quicker. Awesome, Dylan. Well, good luck up there. Robert, I don't use a method lead. I think you should learn how to pack it around your hook. I think that's where it's at. Method leads are expensive. Sharina, I'll have to take a look at it. Oh yeah, you don't need any flour. 5 deep breaths, huh? About to fall asleep. That's 5. It almost made me yawn doing that. Lake water. Oh, oh, you was wrong, Nick. You, whoo, whoo, caught me in the middle one there. Actually, I got stuck in between yawning and not yawning. Five, yeah, okay. Let's see here. Lake water and cottage cheese. I have never used that bait, Tim. Never have. Oh yeah, vanilla. Yep, that was the one of the go-tos back then with the Weedy Dough Ball. The old vanilla extract, the cheap kind, the dollar kind, right? The real stuff was insanely expensive. Insanely expensive. I'm gonna see if I can find that fish on Sharina's page here. If I can, and she doesn't care, we may just show it off on Sharina on Sharina's or on. Oh, she did catch her carp. I see it. I surely do. Yep, there it is. All right. It probably works. I'll tell you. I'm just really tired, Nick. I have a hard time. I have sleeping issues, and it keeps me yawning a lot. But I mean, it was still it looked like a nice fish, Serena. Where was I at here? I'll tell you a trick for hiccups. Where you drink it. How's that work? You put it like this, and then you lean over and drink your water, and it gets rid of hiccups for me every time. Oh, nice, 14 pounds. That's not bad. Yeah, that's a nice one, Sharina. Trying to think of I'm gonna do an updated video on a way that you can make your millet pack just a little bit better. Mainly, it makes it set up faster, but it packs a little better as well. I don't want to chug that like that. Trying to get some sleep tonight. We figured we'd do a quick and easy stream, talk about a little bait, little fishing, see how you guys are doing. I'm glad to know you guys are all been out there enjoying it and catching some fish. I think that's awesome. Sure do. Seemed like I had something that I wanted to bring up, and I seem to have forgotten it. Oh yeah, guys, I did a video that comes out Friday. If you guys could take the time to watch it, I would appreciate it. It's I did a drag test on the on all three of the Piscifund reel, the models of the Chaos XSs. If you guys wanted to watch that and give me some feedback on if you think I should have done it a different way, I've never done a drag test before, so I did what I thought was a good way to do it. It's always looking for some feedback. Yo, what's up, damn? Damn, Co, how's it going? Well, you're gonna get you one, I'm sure of it. We're just in here talking a little fishing, a little bit about bait, a little bit about fishing, a little bit about anything really. Um, I saw he caught two buffs. I saw his picture. I guess they've been hitting pretty good, if I'm not mistaken. I drove by a highway and it looked like somebody was up there today. Nick, I'll tell you, it surprised me. And I think for every real review that we do in the future, I don't know if Jareth is still watching, but we're going to be putting together one for this Bass Pro Megacast. Let's see if I can get the focus. We're going to be putting together a review on this reel soon, and then what we'll do for that is we'll do a drag test. We'll take it just a basic teardown. I don't want to get into every single part. I like to do just a basic teardown. And we'll do the teardown, the casting, and a drag test. I think we'll do that with every reel that we do a review on in the future. I think that's good information. So yeah, Sharina, they're pretty cheap reel too. Let me see if I can get the. Yeah, they're pretty cheap as well. Get any big ones, Dave? Oh, nice. Nice, JP. Love to hear it, man. It's getting hot up here. I'm sorry, damn. I'm sorry. Nick tried to help me. He tried to fix me from yawning, but said guy, I ain't had much sleep in the last 39 years I've been on this planet. 80, yeah, it's like I said, it was flat out hot here today. Would have been a perfect day to fish. Um, but yeah, I mean, Nick, if you want to put a link to that stream you're going to be on in here, feel free to go for it, man. He's going to be on a stream for what was it? 3+1 outdoors or something. Coming up tomorrow, or wait, Friday, I think it was. No, maybe it was tomorrow. Gary, I've never used one, so I'm excited to try it myself. 90 already, man, that's crazy. Oh, gotcha, Dave. Gotcha. Man, 7 a.m. Well, I'll tell you, Sharina, if I had that in my backyard, my wife would probably never see me. We'd just have to make a camping spot there and live there pretty much. Jareth, I'm excited about trying it out. And he gave it to me to give away to you guys. So Jareth also started a different YouTube channel. So um, Jareth, are you? I thought you were a mod, man. Hmm. Okay. Well, you are now. Um, Jareth, if you want, you can post a link to your new channel in here. He's going to start putting some stuff together. I need to subscribe to it, Jareth, because I actually, when I clicked on it on my phone, it was trying to make me sign in. I need to do it from my desktop before I forget. 40 spinning reels. This man has got some reels. I don't know how many I got. It'd be interesting to count them all up, but I've kind of downsized on a lot of the spinning reels I had. I got several of them that are still brand new. So, and then I got, I don't know, several used ones. Bucket of chow and a bucket of bean. There you go. Dave, let us know which one you do the best on. Mix them together. You can also mix them. Some rice. Might be a little early for rice. I don't know. It's probably early for millet, but I'm going to throw it anyway. I don't know what it is about millet, but Carp go insane over it. They love the stuff. Absolutely love it. I'm just saying, really, I don't think it's too early for any bait, JP. A lot of people probably say it is. I think he said Indy, John. Indy Lakes. Oh, nice, JP. I don't feel like it's too early for any bait anyway, Nick. I was just saying what a lot of people say. On the grits, grits is a good bait. It is. Oh, I got Hey, you know what we ought to do? Well, crap, I don't have anything that I could give away. I was gonna say tomorrow, for my league for bowling, that maybe we could do a giveaway where people, like, I put up a community post and whoever's closest to whatever my 3-game series is. Presley with his corn. He was catching some fish today, wasn't he, Presley? My God, my forehead looks huge like this. What in the heck? I better put the hat back down. See you, Gary. You too, bud. But yeah, I saw some pictures of Presley. He was out there getting it done today. 12G purchase. I'm not sure what you're talking about, John, but hey, we wish you luck on the job, brother. Hopefully you get it, and hopefully it's your dream job. I'm gonna tell you, John. That might have been a 10 head, bud. It looks big on camera. That's what she said. Oh, 12 gauge shotgun. Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't own any shotgun. I used to have several of them. All I have are rifles and handguns now. Well, Dean, I hope you just tear them up, bud. I hope you catch you a big one and tear them up. That sweet feed's good stuff. That's a good additive to any bait, really. Toss it in your oats, toss it in your bean meal. Tell you something else. Don't give it to your dogs, but I'll tell you, they do like it. That one day I left the bag open and my dog went down and ate a whole bunch of it. Um, Boy, it went through her. I'm gonna tell you, it went through her all right. Presley, I'll tell you the best thing you can do with that feed corn is once you boil it, get you a grinder, grind it up real good. It just kind of shreds it up a lot. Toss that in your oats, toss it in your bean meal, and yeah, they go nuts. It kind of helps your bait pack too. It's just a great additive. Dean, where are you from? I can't remember, guys. Well, Presley, not really a mealy bomb because you're just adding it as kind of like an additional ordeal. Kind of adding it like a particle, but it's a ground up, But yeah, mealy bombs are good too, man, for sure. I don't ever throw them anymore, but I've used them back in the day. But if you're gonna do that, you could just take crack corn, heat it up in the microwave for a little bit, and it's you can pack that just like a mealy bomb. Mossberg, baby. Yeah, I'm curious. Oh, North Carolina. Did I miss it? Oh, I missed it, Dean. I didn't even see your comment. Whatever works, Presley. Whatever works, my man. I wonder if anybody's caught any big ones over at Middle Fork yet. I'll tell you what, guys. I'm getting the itch to move myself and somewhere down south. I am not looking forward to the winter up here in Indiana again. Definitely not looking forward to it. It's weird. If you'd have asked me not many years ago, I just said, "Oh no, I'm gonna live here forever." But I can't stand the winter time, guys. Have you heard of anybody catching any big ones over there, Presley? I guess ammo's really expensive, isn't it? I don't know. I haven't bought any in a long time. Yeah, me too, John. Hopefully it's in the near future. But I got kind of some ties here with kids and stuff that probably can't move for a while. But we'll see what happens. Well, Presley, like I said, I'm gonna try to fish Monday, so maybe I'll get a big one. What do you think? You still throwing the hog sauce, Presley? John, where are you from? I was thinking somewhere like Tennessee or North Carolina. Yeah, I think they're actually high up here, Nick. The way everybody talks. Dean, I saw that. I mean, the picture was far away, so picture didn't do the fish justice. That's for sure. Oh, gotcha, John. So you're going to be moving a little farther north then. Yeah, Presley, I'm the same way. I mean, we really don't have any places that have buff opportunities. I'm sure it was probably that big, Dean. Just that just goes to show you, man. I mean, a lot of people give people crap about their pictures, but I mean, the right angle, holding the fish the right way, camera angle, all that kind of stuff can make a small fish look big, and it can make a big fish look small. So when somebody posts a picture, I just congratulate them. I don't try to cut them down if I think it's smaller or anything else. But I know a lot of people will. Like I said, that's why if I catch one that's pretty good size, I usually weigh it on camera now. Back when I was younger, I just didn't even post many pictures really. Yeah, but they're not very big, Presley, up there. I mean, you hear about some 20 pounders caught, but Sharina, you have a great night yourself. Appreciate you stopping by. I saw that gaming. Caught it. It was caught twice. Lake Lookout. I've never heard of that one. Um, What's that one? Is it Cataract Lake or something like that? There's supposedly there's some buffs in there, Presley. It's a pretty good haul. I'm thinking about going down to what is that lake called? Hmm. Dang it. I just told my wife about it a little bit ago. What in the heck? I was asking her see if she wanted to look and see if there was a house for rent for a few days. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I can't remember the name of it. Geist, yeah, Geist would be awesome. I don't know if there's buffs, but not really any place to fish up there. What in the world is the name of the lake I'm trying to think of? It's not, I keep wanting to say Yellowwood, but it's not Yellowwood. Hmm. What in the heck? Come on. See if Dylan knows what it is. I know Dylan knows what it is, but I can't think of the name of it. See if he's still up. There we go. Send him a message. Well, good luck, gaming. Awesome, Henry. Glad to hear it. Um, Tony said, have a good one. Tony, you have a good one as well, brother. Appreciate you stopping in. Appreciate you stopping in. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what the name of this lake is. Oh, right there. Lemon. Lake Lemon. That's it. I knew it. I knew Dylan would know. I know a spot with some mirrors, Presley. Don't be telling anybody either. Yeah, I'm gonna look for that other place that has some big mirrors in it. Newcastle got a bunch of mirrors. They got all kinds of them. All babies, but they got a bunch. Sure do. Yeah, they're really small. That's the bad thing. What's up, Joey? Nick, have you ever fished I don't know how far out you get, but I didn't know if you'd ever fished in like Del Hollow or anything. Really, yeah, we don't have it that bad yet, John, but it's getting pretty bad. Presley, I think I've caught a mirror from Middle Ford. Nothing big. I've caught some over at Springwood as well. Nothing big either, though. Knightstown, I've caught them at Knightstown. Um, yeah, it seems like I catch one every great once in a while. Just really no places with big ones around here, you know? Foster's. That's a beer, isn't it? Oh, there you go, Nick. Yeah, down there, the camping spots they have are like $2 a night, I think, but they're pretty primitive or whatever you want to call it. Joey, I would say the more important thing is if they're not biting in your hole, you probably need to be in a different hole. That's just my opinion. Yes, John, I will have some guests. I'm going to have some female guests coming on soon. One of them is Kelsey Combs. I think I would have to look. I think it's Kelsey. I think that's her name. Um, yeah, she's part of the American Carp Society, I believe. And is going to get a female perspective on carp fishing from her. I saw a picture where she caught. I mean, I don't know how big it was, but it was probably a 50 or 60 pound grass carp. I mean, Joey, I'll just tell you like this, man. Sometimes it matters. It doesn't matter what bait you throw, you're going to catch fish, right? And sometimes it doesn't matter what bait you throw, you're not going to catch fish. You know, kind of like sometimes you'll have, if you're using 4 rods, you'll catch all your fish on 1 rod sometimes. Actually, more often than not, you'll catch all of them on 1 rod. But I'd say if your hole is completely shut down and you see somebody that's 50 yards away that's catching, they're probably in the better spot at that time. Now, it doesn't matter if you're fishing wild water or pay lakes. There are certain spots that bite, you know, that the bite is better than other spots. Was it 60 pounds, Jareth? Yeah, I mean, it looked big. I figured it was 50 or 60 pounds. But Joey, I mean, there's nothing wrong with changing your bait up. You know, I don't know where you fish at or what they allow you to use, so that could kind of be a key as well. Oh, nice, Jareth. I might have to get down there and fish it sometime. I don't know how far it is from me. I do not know. And yeah, and sometimes, like JP said, sometimes you might catch him. You might catch him on every rod. I mean, I've had many times like that. I've had 2 or 3 on at the same time. I've had 5 rods on at the same time. But sometimes fish just don't bite either. And sometimes you'll have, I think more often than not, you'll have 1 rod that catches more fish than any of the rest of your rods. But I think that'd be cool to get a female perspective on the sport of carp fishing, don't you guys? I mean, I need to get that scheduled, and then we have a couple other ladies that are going to come on and give their perspective too. So we'll probably make 2 different shows out of it. If you guys haven't hit that like button yet, I would greatly appreciate it. It helps these get, kind of more into the YouTube search, I guess. I don't know. It can't hurt anything anyway. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Nick. Ain't nothing wrong with hearing a different perspective of it, for sure. But yeah, I mean, I'll have to look and see how far that lake is. If it's not too bad, I would definitely be interested in it. That's not too bad, Jared. Oh, John, I do appreciate that, brother. Mike, I don't see Mike's question. I must be missing it. I can scroll back through and see if I can find it. When the fish are biting but not pulling. Mike, I'll tell you what I've noticed. I got you, brother. I'll tell you what I've noticed. All right. Now, a lot of people, some people are going to say, well, change your pickup or whatever, different flavor. Um, what I'm going to say is the fish are probably more in your bait. And I don't know if you've ever seen any underwater footage of carp feeding. There are certain times where, I mean, they'll attack it, right? They go in, they just suck it all up and they attack it. And I've also seen videos where it kind of like what you're talking about. And what they do is they go in and they kind of root their head around in it. And more than likely what you're seeing is he's breaking the bait up and and that's moving your line, or his tail could be hitting it while he's in the process. Um, Again, this is just my how I feel about it. I've changed up pickups and everything else, and eventually they come around and they suck it in and take off, right? But I honestly don't believe, for me, I believe it was just the timing. I don't think that the pickups had anything to do with it. Now, a lot of people say I kept switching pickups until finally they started running with it. But the truth is, they probably could have stayed with their original pickup and caught the same fish. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, JP, that's what I say. You leave it right there. I mean, yeah, he could have been farther out where he was in a better spot. Possible that I don't know how much experience you have, Joey. That's another thing. I just don't know with a lot of people's experience. A lot of it comes down to packing your bait correctly as well. Like I said, I know I've seen so many people that, they throw their bait off, even if they're throwing it off once, twice, three times out of 10 casts. Um, in my opinion, that's not good. I maybe throw my bait off. I don't even. I go. Sometimes I can go a year without throwing bait off. Sometimes I might throw one or two balls in a year off, and I'm casting long distances. So, you know, when my bait hits the water, it's making it to the bottom before it breaks down. Where if you're throwing your bait off, you know, at any type of rate at all, then when your bait stays on your hook and it hits the water, it's probably like a bomb. When it hits, it probably just blows up, and then it's nowhere around your pickup. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Danny. I mean, I know that's probably not the answer people are looking for. I don't feel like there's a magical thing to it. um, some people will say there is, and like I said, that's a great thing. Everybody's got their own opinion. Um, you know, it's like bowling. If you're leaving a 10 pin and you're right-handed, one person will tell you to scoot up, 6 inches on the approach or whatever. Well, the truth is that your body naturally adjusts at the foul line anyway. So if you scoot up 6 inches, you'll still stop at the same spot. Yeah, same here, JP. I've been fishing for carp. Let's see here. Not quite 30 years, because I'll be 40 this year. So not quite 30, but just shy of it. And JP says, well, two hooks. Yeah, and I don't like to use two hooks, JP. I know a lot of people do, but I don't like to use two hooks. I've gotten hooked with the second hook more often than I think it helped me. Joey, I hope that they helped you. Like I said, I know I didn't probably give you the answers that you're looking for, but I gave you what I feel like is the truth. Um, and that's all we can do. That's how I feel about it. Some people are all about the flavor. Hey, if everybody's throwing grape, I got to throw grape. Truth is, with that, for me, if I know everybody's throwing grape, I'm going to throw peach or something else. Old school bait that nobody fishes with now. Well, I mean, you don't hardly see a dough ball, Jason. You don't see too many cornmeal dough balls out there. Hey, Steve, you don't see too many Wheaties dough balls. Trying to think. I mean, heck, back in the day, they had that, what was it, Uncle Josh's? Um, I think you bought it at like Walmart. It was a little red dough ball. I think they had an orange one as well. Yeah, that'll get you into it, John. Let you know that they fight good, doesn't it? For sure. Yeah, Mike, and that's what it's all about, brother. I mean, it really is. Yeah, see, I don't know, John. I know a few people in the PA area that fish. They use pack bait, but click that off there. But yeah, um, like I said, I try to be honest on how I feel about it. You know what I mean? Just like flavor, I think flavor makes a difference initially. Um, if your fish are biting within the maybe 25 or 30 minutes, it's probably your flavor. I mean, it might even be 15 minutes. I'm not sure. But if you let your rod set out there for 3 hours and you catch a fish, I mean, your bait is plain. You know what I mean? The water has come in, it's taken the flavor out and moved it down the lake or the river. Danny, thank you for stopping in, brother. Yeah, get with me. I'm not a bass fisherman. Exactly, Michael. Everything is a hypothesis. They're all just educated guesses. And in the end, what works for me might not be the thing that you find in the long run to work the best for you. I think a lot of it is confidence. Um, just like the pickups. I have so much confidence in just a plastic bead when I fish that it's ridiculous. I've caught so many fish in my lifetime on a plastic bead for a pickup. It's insane. And then some people be like, it's all about the pickup. And for me, I'm like, if I can catch them with a plastic bead, I don't know how it's all about the pickup, but that's because that's what they use. They catch fish and they have a lot of confidence in it. I know people that would never use just a bead. And if they did, they would instantly say, oh, I didn't catch nothing because I had a bead on. But just a confidence thing. Heck yeah, John, they pull real hard. Steve, it does, doesn't it? I know over there, don't they allow that still at Elkhorn, if I'm not mistaken? The old corn pops, huh? You pack your bait around the bead, and then it's right in the middle. And so as soon as it breaks down, I mean, it's literally right in the middle. And I'll be honest, this is, it's hard to get pack bait to stay on a hook without like a bead or something to kind of help it, give it something to grip to. I would go out on a limb to say you can probably just put your hook in the middle of it and catch fish, but never tried it. Michael, I've caught a lot of fish on plain bait. Yeah, I think they still do, Steve, but I'm not positive. They could have changed it. But yeah, I remember up here at Highway they used to sell it in a cup where it had been sitting in just water for like days or weeks, and I mean it literally it about knocked you down when you took the lid off of it. It was rough. It would be nice if there was a way to really scientifically do it, but there's just, day to day, spot to spot, fish to fish. It's just almost impossible to give real data, I think. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, gaming. I think you could. I really do. As long as your bait is packed around that hook, so when it breaks down, your hook's in the middle, I really think that you could catch a fish. I mean, I'm using a plastic bead, and that's just like hair rigs versus non-hair rigs or whatever rig you want to use. I mean, I've tried everything. And when I say that, guys, I mean I've tried everything. I've tried, tiger nuts on a hair, corn on a hair, boil it. I've tried everything. Tried different rigs too, and I always go back to what I call the pay lake rig because I catch just as many fish. That's the thing. Dave, thank you for watching. Thank you for playing in the giveaway. And I thought that was awesome, man. You sent me that picture, and I thought it was really cool. I was laughing. I was like, yeah, there it is. Um, Pretty cool aprons, I think, too. I think I might have one more of those. Not sure. Yeah, Jello. I've used Jello before. And that's just like some people say, oh, if you use a bait that has something like soda or Jello or whatever, that the sugar um, attracts smaller fish. I personally don't believe that, but again, Some people do. So it's, it's all about everybody will get their own opinion as they go. The important thing is to keep an open mind and then piece together what you think works the best. Yeah, gaming. That's correct, man. And Jareth caught it on the old flour cornmeal dough ball. That back in the day was a good one. Good night, Dave. Oh yeah, John. A lot of people fill that cart up at Walmart. Michael, I fished that area with the dough ball back in the day, and I definitely think that pack bait is way better. Back then, what we had was, you guys remember the old fold up lawn chairs that, they kind of fold in and you could open them up and lay on them, or you could lift the two ends straight up like that. Well, we'd lift them like that. We'd set our rods across it, put some styrofoam or whatever on our line, watch it, and swing on them. And once pack bait came in, it was like a whole different world for me. Two hooks. I know there's a lot of places that do two hooks. Jason, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up because a lot of people love that little pop up rig like that. And that's one reason why I like the bead myself. It lays in the middle on the bottom. Now, I do sometimes use a Kix with my bead and it stands the hook up, right? So if this is your hook, I mean, all right, let's do it like this. See if you guys can see this. So if this is your hook, right, it's probably going to stay focused on my face. So if this is your hook and it's laying flat like that, if you have a bead and you put a Kix on it, if it's the correct weight hook, it'll do this. It'll stand it up and it'll be standing on the eye in the middle of your bait. So it's not really out of it, but it's at the very top of it. So that's why I really like that rig. Yeah, like I said, JP, I don't think that the sugar attracts smaller fish, but that is something that a lot of people say. So that is exactly the greatest thing about carp fishing, Steve. There's 8 million different ways. Don't quote me on that, but there are so many different ways that you can do it, and they all work. That's the cool thing about it. Oh, gotcha, Michael. Yeah, basically that's what it is. A wafter kind of floats a little bit higher, I think. You should soak it. Really, you should just pressure cook it, John. Here's the other thing on that too. I've watched a few videos on like the hard corn, and I kind of stand on the side that it probably doesn't hurt fish. I don't think that hard corn is a great bait because it doesn't have a smell to it anyway. So it's not really naturally attractive, but I've watched different videos, even Catfish and Carp. If you guys watch some of his, he did a thing where he talked about it. If you take hard corn and put it in a bucket and come back a week later, the change in size is almost non-existent. So, I mean, when a carp eats that, he's crapping it back out, quickly. They don't hold on to it for long, I don't believe. And people say, "Oh, well, it's hard then." Well, they eat mussels. They have what they got like crushers in their gill plates or whatever. I can't remember what they're called, but I don't think it bothers them. But hard corn's not good for fish. It has no nutrition. But then again, I use millet. Millet doesn't have nutrition, but carp love it. They eat it and they crab it back out. So, if you guys have a pressure cooker, simply put your corn in there for 30 minutes, your bird seed 30 minutes, and when it comes out, you can literally smash it. Smash it, baby. And Michael, like, if you're fishing a pay lake, I mean, I kind of agree with that. It's not good for them. Neither is corn. In a pay lake, it's definitely not good, you know. Um, it's not the greatest bait because it's going to have a weight loss issue with it. If you're fishing in the wild, I don't think it has any effect on them whatsoever. Jason, there's a good video on that. You should check it out. I don't know what to tell you to search under, but they did a video where they tested the colors on for carp visibility. Kind of tested it where they put it in water to see which one they'd go after or whatever. I guess after so many feet, color is almost non-existent underwater. A set of the teeth. Not sure what you're talking about, 334. I mean, I love millet. Millet's my favorite bait. It really is. Yeah, gaming. That's what they say. They say that they'll eat it, and then with corn, I could definitely see them re-eating it. But millet, when they crap that out, it would be such small particles. I don't know that they could find it easily. But so, Jason, as far as seeing, I mean that video is one to watch. I don't know too much about that other than that video. Oh, carp teeth. Okay. Gaming. I mean, it has a lot of protein in it. It's made with fish meal, so it does have a lot of protein. Yo, what's up, Tyler? How you doing, bud? Um, on the other hand, you know, chow, if you get enough of it in the water, it depletes oxygen. So it's not good. If you're pay lake fishing and you got 100 people using chow, because people are like, oh well, you gotta use a bunch. I mean, you would be surprised how much chow is going in a pay lake. A lot. I mean, a lot. So you can easily deplete the oxygen. But a lot of the places, now I will say this, all right? I'm not bad mouthing any pay lakes or anything, but there are some that do it a lot better than others. They have two or three fountains. They've got plenty of oxygen. They have good fish care that's required for their fish. So there are some that do it a lot better than others. So some of that kind of depends on your lake as well. And just the other thing about fish in a pay lake, just for general, right? They're going to lose weight. No fish is going to hold or gain weight in a pay lake. No, Tyler, I don't let my lid off my bucket. No. Um, I'm not sure what you mean. I mean, I know what you mean, 334, but I didn't see what you were kind of talking about. If there was a comment you were replying to or not. But like I said, millet is one of my favorite baits. I don't think it causes an issue. I use it in the wild mainly, and they love it. I mean, they love it. Yeah, I don't. You don't take the lid off of it, Tyler. In fact, sometimes you can take. Um, yeah, I know, Jason. That's what we were talking about just a little bit ago. Um, well, I know you don't pay like 334, but just to give you an idea, like at some of these places, if you have 50 fishermen and they're all throwing a ball of chow every 20 minutes, it's very easy to get enough bait in the water that it's gonna rot basically. Um, some of these lakes, if you walked out there, you would go over your head. You'd probably sink in the chow. Probably go over your head. The lake might be 5 foot deep, but you'd probably sink 10 foot in the bait that's laying on the bottom. I have never heard of a buff gaining. I've never heard of any fish gaining weight in a pay lake. Gaming. I've never heard of that, JP. So I don't know. That's a new one on me. Well, in fact, I know that they lose weight because there's one we call Big Head up here at Highway, and I've caught it several times. I remember I caught it one time when it was 27 something. I think it's down to about 23 now. So, yeah, and it's without question, it's the same fish. He's been in there for several years. He hasn't lost nearly as fast as a carp does, though. I will say that because I've seen a lot of carp in there that were at one time mid 20s, and they're probably 13 pounds now. So it should last a long time, Tyler. I mean, I can't give you an exact date on it, but I mean, should have no issues using it up. Yeah, I don't know, JP. I know up here they definitely lose weight. I'd say you probably can, Jared. You might just try mixing in small amount of cream corn with some or something, seeing if they soften up and pack. Not sure. I'm in Indiana, Michael. We were just kind of talking about millet. I just made some up for me, Tyler. I just made up some the red peach. We were talking about it might be a little early for millet. I don't know. A lot of people might say it is. I'm going to give it a run anyway. To me, I don't think it makes a difference. I think it can mess it up, Jason. Just like you've probably noticed that if you're fishing, um, if you fish a pay lake and there's like two people there, most people will catch a lot of fish. If you go for a tournament and there's 50 people, usually they're a lot harder to catch because they kind of, the pressure, I guess, is what most people call it. But I think fish aren't stupid. So if they start seeing all these different baits out there, they're like, something's not right. Yeah, that's for sure, Nick. Ain't no rest for the wicked, buddy. Maybe that's why I'm tired all the time, I guess. But yeah, I think it definitely can cause a problem. Let's see here. Steve was talking about why Pay Lake's banning it. Well, some of them ban it, and what it is, they eat it and they just crab it back out. It doesn't have a nutritional value, Steve. At least that's what I'm told. But let me look this up real fast, guys. I am told that, but I'm also told that, like, I know a lot of people will eat, was that quinona or whatever, which is similar. And a lot of people will eat millet as well, even along with, they feed it to birds because I believe it is high in something. So let's look it up. Does Let's look it up, man. That's the simplest way, right, guys? Ooh, looks like it's got all kinds of goodies in it. So let me see if I can pull it up on stream here, and then we'll just go over it as well. All right. And again, I'm not a rocket scientist. I'm not a biologist. I don't know. I mean, I like it. It catches fish. That's what I know. So let's see if I can pull it up right here. See if I can kind of zoom in. All right. So what I'm seeing is it says it's rich in minerals like calcium, copper, iron, magnesium. I mean, you guys can see it's basically endless, right? And it says many of the most powerful health benefits millet has to offer are related to its fiber content. I mean, so hey, I mean, what's that tell you? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's a new one on me, Jason. I have never heard that one. Um, like I said, I know a lot of them say it has no nutritional value. And maybe it doesn't. I don't know. I couldn't imagine eating it. Let's see what I'm. Hey, I'm gonna try by it. The heck with it, right? I'm gonna try a small bite of it. Very small bite, guys. Well, you guys can see it or not. It splits right open. So if there's nutrition in it, then they're definitely cracking it open. Put the rest back. Oh, you can hear it out. It's gone. So who's dropping a super chat for that? Got a little bit more. I've had no super chat tonight, guys. Somebody drop that super chat. Hit that membership button beside the subscribe button and join us in our wonderful community, guys. We just hit 30 members the other day. We would love to keep growing it. Ugh. All right, let me see what I missed here. Let's see here. John says he was here. Boom! Nick! Boom! Oh, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. John said he was here for the rocket science. Man, I'm sorry, John. Sorry to disappoint you. Boom! Gene with the $3. Woo! Yeah. If I get sick from eating that, you guys are responsible for letting me do it. I'm just telling you. If I get sick, you guys are in on it because you let me. Boom! We got a subscriber, Mac Redenbarger. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. All right, let's see what I missed out. JP loves rice or millet. Oh, I think we already seen that. Boom! Did he donate another $3? What are we missing here? I don't know. We got all kinds of goodies going on. All right, let's see. So. There you go, John. I like that. 334. Biggest thing they need is fat and protein from the bait. That's what they mean. I'll be honest, I don't think a lot of them know what they mean. 334. So, but yeah, I think a lot of the people that probably ban it just go off of this or that. And then again, it could be terrible for them. I really don't know. So, would love to tell you that I did have the rocket science to figure it out, or a degree in biology, but unfortunately I don't. I think people that do probably don't know either. So, yeah, I mean, probably shouldn't be eating a lot of the flavor, Jareth, but yeah, that red peach is good though. I'm telling you. Heck yeah, yeah, or Nick, for sure, man. Eating my own bait, that's crazy, huh? That's the first time I've ever bit into millet, man. Boom, 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 boys. Jason's got the 2 for 2 on there, huh? I always catch my buffs on the same bait I'm fishing for carp, so yeah. Hey, both of them pay pretty good. Oh yeah, them oats. Unless it's the steamrolled oats, Gene. That's probably not the tastiest stuff. Nick, I'm telling you, man, you're missing out. The catfish they love them carp baits too. I didn't know millet was that easy to break down. I mean, it literally, as soon as I put it in my teeth, it just come apart. I thought it was probably harder than that. Of course, I bake my millet when I make it. I make it different than a lot of people do. John, it's right next to the subscribe button. If you want to become a member, I can send you a link on how that you can click to do it. But don't feel pressured, brother. But if you do want to do it, I can send you a link. I guarantee it, Michael. I guarantee it, bud. Not that I know of. I mean, if you guys wanted to buy a book, I could put one together. But it would be something that you guys. There you go. Nick posted a link that you could click on, John. But you know, it'd be something the guy would have to sell just because it would take time and probably money to put the book together. John, Nick just posted a link to it. If you click on that, it'll take you right to it. I sure will. But yeah, a book would be a good idea. I know we're going to be calling it quits here in just a few minutes, but I do have that video coming out Friday. If you guys could take the time to like that bad boy and give me some feedback on it, okay? Because I've never done a drag test on a reel before. Somebody asked me to do one, so I was like, yeah, that's a great idea, you know? And I did it the best way I could think. And I'll tell you, I saw that Dieter Melhorn had done a video that, and that's kind of how he checked the drag as well. So I thought that was a good way to do it. Hey, Gene, thanks for stopping in, buddy. Thanks for the dono, too. Appreciate you, sir. Yeah, Jason, I use syrup and everything. I add in a couple steps of baking it. $10, baby. Yes, sir. I'm trying to read oh, there it is. I do not fish in the lakes, but I'll tell you this, Justin. I have made a lot of bait for people that do. One of those baits being millet, and they have tore them up there. They've caught buffs, tons of commons, buffs, all that good stuff. Yep. And Michael, I agree with that. I mean, YouTube is a great place to look on how to make baits. I know it would be cool to have something where it's like, hey, just pull it out and take a look. Um, so I can see why somebody would want a book. My wife loves to read, right? So for her, I can definitely see why she would like a book for the stuff that she does. Not fishing, guys. We're getting out and fishing. If we don't do it this weekend, then we're doing it Monday, and we're going to stream it. We just need a day to be decent out. That's all right, John. Um, no biggie, brother. John, I'm gonna be fishing, like I said, possibly Monday. Um, Jareth, that's definitely this year we're gonna do something like that. I'm gonna do a video where I make some chicken and probably some hot dogs with the get bent flavors, and kind of show what they look like in the water. I might make a catfish dip, you know, something that people can dip their bait into that gives it an additional flavor. Michael, that's what the membership is kind of like. If you become a member, then you get some things that other people don't get. You get different emojis. Sometimes I let my videos be members only before they go live to everybody else as well. So it's kind of like a Patreon. Oh, nice, Jareth. Nice. Yeah, I probably get, what is that, salmonella poisoning or something? Yeah, probably ought not eat that. I'll be honest, JP, probably shouldn't eat millet that's been sitting in my, I've got a tote down there, probably got 7,500 pounds of millet that's been in there since last year. Probably shouldn't have ate that. It probably got stuff on it. So maybe baking it killed the could have killed it. Presley says he likes barley, guys, mixed in with his oats. That's one thing I've never really messed with much is the barley, but I got off track because everybody was being kind and donating and subscribing and all that good stuff. But I think we were talking about the video. Yeah, I did the best I could with it. If you guys want to give me some feedback, I think it was pretty good. But I mean, the guy can always improve. If there's a way that you guys think would be better or more beneficial to see the drag test, let me know because I'm planning on doing it with all the reels that we review from now on. And I need some ideas on some reels to review. What kind of stuff would you guys like to see? Probably have to be on the budget stuff. Um, where are you from, Diesel? And then that way I'll know which way you're coming from. Yeah, Nick, like I said, man, the flavors are strong. I don't know if you've tried any yet or not. I can't remember if you won any or anything like that. The Carnivore X, I think that's the one I got, isn't it? I think I have one of those. I just haven't spooled it up and had a chance to take it out yet. That's a good idea, Nick. I actually forgot all about that reel. So I'm glad you brought it up. I'm glad you brought it up, brother. But Diesel, like I said, are you coming from Indy area? Are you coming from Ohio? Um, if you're coming from Indy, I'd probably go Highway. If you're coming from Ohio, I'd probably go Elkhorn. Henry, are you looking for braid or mono? I really like the Whisker Seeker mono. But braid, I like Power Pro the best. A medicine. Yeah, I haven't heard that, Jason. Yeah, Michael, they do. I can't really afford to buy a bunch of rods. That's the bad thing. Yeah. Like on some of these reels, I can reach out and get like a place to send me one. I've tried on rods, and nobody wants to give any up. Because usually once I use them, I give them away. Presley saying Elkhorn, like I said, I think if you're coming from Indy, I'd probably hit Highway. If you're coming from Ohio, I think Elkhorn probably be better. I've never tried reaction tackle braid, so that could be some good stuff. A lot of braids are similar. Jason, was he using crack like from King of the Hill? I don't know if you ever saw that one, but on King of the Hill, Hank was, and Dell, Hank, and Boomhauer was using crack and they were catching fish. Don't try that at home. But pickups are the same way. I mean, I honestly think after a little bit they plane out. So I'm not sure what kind of medicine that they could put that would stick with them. That's the thing. Excuse me, guys. Coughing up that millet, I guess. A good, reliable website. Well, I guess it depends. Are you into the? I'll tell you what. Um, I like them propane and propane accessories. But anyway, as far as a website, are you looking for the Euro style stuff, or what are you into? That must be good stuff then, Nick, because every time I buy colored braid, it is faded, and I mean just in no time. Yeah, I'm a big King of the Hill fan. I've seen probably every episode, probably more than once. So that's how much I like it. Brian, I kind of missed. We was talking about it. I'm more of a. I don't really believe in the pickup as much as a lot of people. I use a bead most of the time. So I wish I could help you on that. I just don't. I don't have faith. I don't think the pickup is what attracts the fish. I personally think it's the bait, and I think when they're eating that they're just sucking up everything around it. Some people will say that it's all about the pickup. I've just, from my experience, being able to catch them on a plastic bead and just as many on the bead as a pickup, I don't feel like it matters. So, what I would recommend is, you know, try some different flavors. You know, a lot of people say hot. Um, Again, I've heard people say, "Oh, because around here they have a bunch of shad." I don't know how your guys' lakes are down there, but we've got shad everywhere, and they will hit the pickup. And I've heard some people say, "Oh, use a hot pickup, they won't hit it." And then I'll fish beside people with hot pickups, and they still catch them. Just you know what? If you fish for catfish, you should have good, reliable equipment. I would stick with what you got, honestly. I know a lot of people want to jump ship and get into the, the rod pods and all that stuff, and it's not necessary. So I would stick with what you got, try it out, and if you decide at the end that you really love it, then you might consider just, heck, you might get on eBay and get one of those cheap rod pods if you want. I've never heard of it, Michael. Yeah, I mean that'd be cool, Nick. That might be a good video for you to do, to show it. That might be a good review on some of their braid because I know for me, every braid I've ever used, it just fades so fast. Braid seems to last forever for me as long as it doesn't have any fraying on it from rubbing up against something. It seems to just never lose its strength for me. I've had braid on some reels for 5 years and it still be good. Yeah, Brian, no problem, man. It might not have been what she's looking for, but I just try to give you my honest opinion on how I feel. So, guys, it's getting later here. Wife has to get up early, so I want to spend a little time with her. Like I said, we have a video coming out Friday. If you guys want to take a look at it, I would appreciate it. If you have any feedback on maybe a different way to do the drag test, I'm all ears, guys. And I do appreciate all the support you guys have given me. Thanks to each and every one of you, the people that are watching. I love y'all. The people that are donating, members. I love each and every one of you. So appreciate it all. Jareth, he said the kicks doesn't. I'll answer a couple questions real fast. He said the kicks don't stay on his hook very long. There's a couple ways you can do it where they stay on there longer, Jareth. But over time, they'll be on your hook on the bottom of the lake, but if you reel it in, they will come apart and come on. Deep W Rob, well, that's awesome, brother. I appreciate you being here. Oh, cool, Michael. Yeah, I've never heard of it. Um, Guys, thanks a lot. I will catch you on the next one. We're going to be streaming some live fishing soon, I hope. We'll find out if the weather's right for this millet or not. Because when we go fishing, we're going to try to stream it if we get a good signal there. And we're going to throw this millet. Peace out, guys. Catch you.